Alright, so our next two functions are actually very, what would you say, related, okay? And the second function greatly will help you when you're using the first function. So let's get started. The first function we're talking about today is called the dir function. Now what the dir function does, and it's short for directory, is it returns information about the value. So far, for example, lists, we've learned that there's the append function, the delete function, stuff like that. But what if you want to know, hey, what are all the functions, all the commands I can use with an array or a list? Well, what you could do is, for example, I can call dir and then the function on a list. So I can put any value in it. And when calling dir, it gives me every single function and command I can use. So I can use a copy, count, extend, index, insert. Don't worry about this double underscore, add, double underscore. All these is not really important to you. The single words are important. So append, clear, copy, count. All these functions you can use with a list. Now, suppose I created a string called tiger. And I set that to I am a tiger. Now I wanted to find out, hey, what functions can I use with the string? Well, the way I can do that, I call the dir function on tiger. So basically what the dir function does is it takes the data type you're using, string, list, dictionary, whatever it is, and then it'll return you the different functions you can use with that specific data type. So dir tiger, I get, wow, all these different functions, upper, format, is title. Now let's say you wanted to find out, well, what does this upper function do? So we've used a dir function, right? We've realized that, hey, there's all these XYZ functions to my string tiger, but how do I use them? I mean, how do they work? Does uppercase the first letter of my sentence? Does it uppercase all the letters of my sentence? How do these functions work? Well, this is where the help function comes in. So this is what I think it's very neat, actually, using the dir and the help. So if I want to find out, hey, what does this upper function do? What I can say is call the help function, help, and then in brackets I can say the following, tiger.upper. So I know the function name, I put it dot, so tiger.upper, and I'm calling the help function. And what does it say? Upper method of built-in.string instance returns a copy of s converted to uppercase. Isn't that cool? So what I can do now is I can find out what each function does. For example, this replace function. Hey, that might be pretty cool for what I'm trying to do. Let's go ahead and find out what it does. Tiger.replace. It says return a copy of s with all occurrences of substring old replaced by new. Isn't that cool? So this help function and the dir function are closely related together. So definitely whenever you're trying to find out what functions I can use with this data type, use the help function too. You can find out what do these specific functions do, and then maybe you can use them in your code. Alright, so hopefully you understood what's going on. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever as I continue along through this course, please leave a comment or discussion and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, in the next lecture, we'll move on with our inbuilt functions.